Hello students, good afternoon. Here is Naresh Verma. Today we will complete the rest part of this story. We are not afraid to die of class 11th. The first part we have done in the previous video, and today we will do the second part of this story. So, as I told you that the narrator is Jordan Cook, who was on his sea voyage with his family members and two crewmen whom he hired from somewhere else to help while crossing the South Indian Ocean, which is one of the roughest oceans of the world. So now they are in between the journey, and there is a huge sea storm. The ship is suffering due to the strong storm. The heavy sea wave has wrecked the ship, and the water of the sea has filled inside the ship. Everywhere is water. Decks of the ship are broken, and ship is likely to sink in the sea. Larry and Herb, these are two crewmen whom the narrator hired to help him. They are pumping out water from the ship to save all the people's life present in the ship. The children are injured. The narrator has also got injury. The narrator's left rib is cracked. His teeth are broken, and blood is filled inside his mouth. Everyone is injured. Now the problem faced: hand pumps installed in the ship, they are blocked. Debris is floating everywhere. Each and everything present in the ship, that is floating in water. Electric pump short circuited. So the narrator took out another electric pump, and he also made some mayday calls. Mayday calls are rescue calls. They are made when someone is in danger and he is calling for help from nearby. So he made the mayday calls, but there was no reply. Sue, that is the daughter of narrator, she did not want to trouble her father. She already knew that her father is already suffering much. That's why she did not want her father to worry. Now the day is gone. 3rd January comes. Now water level is under control. Board frames are destroyed. They are broken because there was strong waves, and they have broken the frames of the ship. The narrator has lost his main compass, so he checked his charts to identify his exact location in the sea, and he made some calculations how he would reach the safer place nearby. He knew very well that the ship was not in this position that the ship could go Australia because it was wrecked. When he observed the map, he found that the nearest island was Amsterdam, which they could reach within some hours, because he calculated that ship could sail only for 15 hours, not after that. So within 15 hours they could reach easily Amsterdam island that was nearby. Next, when 4th January comes, they couldn't sail further, and the narrator, who was struggling for 2 days continuously, he did not care for food and he did not get food. His wife Mary could get some corned beef and some biscuits for the narrator. So after 2 days, narrator could get some food for his survival. Next day was 5th January. The narrator reached the cabin of his children to take some information about them, how they were, in which position they were. When he reached the cabin of his children, his son Jonathan asked his daddy, "Are we going to die?" There was no reply from his daddy, from the narrator. John further said that we are not afraid to die if we can all be together. This is the statement made by Jonathan, that was the son of narrator, and the statement of Jonathan has become the title of the lesson. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together. This is the statement made by narrator's son, that is Jonathan. The elders were disheartened, and the narrator held Mary's hand whole night because he was totally disturbed. On 6th January, the wave walker rode out of the storm. Somehow it came out. Sue, the daughter of the narrator, gave the card with a message inside it. When she was giving the card to her father, she also informed him that when the narrator was much tired and he was dozing, the children said that you are our best daddy and best captain. The narrator was shocked. He was surprised why they were commenting this way. Then the children informed him that, "Daddy, please come out of the cabin and see outside. We have reached a very beautiful island, just very far away from at some distance. There is an island looking very beautiful. We can reach there. We can get some safe place." So the narrator came out and he saw that really it was a very beautiful island looking. When they reached there were 28 inhabitants in the island. They cheered all the travelers, and when the narrator sat on his seat, he was recalling the efforts made by his children, his wife, and the 2 crewmen. he also appreciated the optimism of his children. This way, they could reach safely at the Amsterdam island, and all the travelers were safe. Here the story ends. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together. By Jordan Cook and Alan East. Thank you very much.